Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Facebook Basics Freshman Orientation webinar. I hope this will be helpful for all of you. This is our most popular freshman orientation webinar for a good reason, and it's because Facebook is so prevalent and really just becoming such a building block of business today. So I hope this is helpful to you and that you get a few of the really basic fundamentals that you need to operate your Facebook business page and to post content whenever you feel like it and things like that. So as always, you're welcome to ask questions as we go along. You can do that either in the Q&A or in the chat feature, and I'll try to grab them as we go. And then, of course, we'll have a Q&A session at the end as well for you. All right, so quick overview of what we're going to be talking about today. The first thing is how to find your business on Facebook. This can be a little difficult sometimes, where to find your business page. It can be a little tough. We're going to talk about how to change your business information, how to create a call to action button, how to change your photos and graphics, and how to create posts and photos. So the first thing we need to understand as we're going through this is how to look at a personal page versus a business page. And they're two very different things, but they work together to create a great business strategy. So first of all, on a personal page, you're just out there to make friends. You're expanding your network, you're reaching out to new and old friends, all those people you went to high school with, right, that you haven't seen in years. You're accepting friend requests and things like that. It's all about those personal connections that you may have. You keep things private on your personal page. You may have privacy settings put up because it's meant to be communication between you and your friends, not the whole world. Maybe you have restrictions on who can see your photos and things like that. And you tell about yourself. You talk about, the books you're reading, the movies you like, your political opinions, whatever it is that you're interested in right now, and you update talking about yourself. So how is this different from a business page? And this is a really important distinction that I want you guys to understand. A business page is not about making friends. It's about attracting likes. So you don't make friends with people necessarily. Instead, you get followers who are people who choose to follow your page and follow your content. And you're going to want to publish to the world on your business page. It's meant to be public and open to whoever wants to read it. There's really no reason to publish a Facebook business page and keep it restricted. You want to get it out to as many people as you possibly can. And then you want to use new tools. Business pages have a lot of fun tools, like you can do tabs, you can do events, invitations, and there's advertising and paid promotions that we're going to be talking about at S5U later this week that you can do to build your business. So the important thing is that these two are linked together. The way you're going to access your business Facebook page is through that personal page that you've created. Now, it may not be tied directly to your personal page, but it's tied to a personal page of someone at your business. So let's talk about how to find your business on Facebook. So you're going to log in using your personal account, and then you can access your page a couple of different ways. You can either use the search bar to search for the name of your company, or you can use the menu bar over here on the side. I like to use the menu bar just because it's easy. But the search bar also works. So what you're going to do here with the search bar is you just click on the search bar and you type in the name of your business. Obviously, we've just gone with a generic your business here. And so you type that in, and then your business will pop up, and you pick your business from the drop-down menu. Now, it should be the first result just because Facebook knows that that one's linked to your account and that that's the one you're probably looking for. Over here on the menu bar, you can go over here to the left-hand side of your Facebook page, and you're going to be able to click on the name of your business. Now, you'll also see down there other things that you may have access to. So, like on my page, I know I have something about my kids' PTA and my book club and some other things that I'm a group of and an admin on that way. So you'll see all the pages that you've got admin access to there on the left-hand side of your page. Now, one thing that we'd recommend you not do is access Facebook from the drop-down arrow that's in the upper right-hand corner of your page, because sometimes that can be a little, there's a little bug there that makes it so you can't use Facebook's audience building tools, and it will take you to your business page, but it will keep you logged in as your personal self. So you go to post, like if I do that, I would go to the Social 5 page, and I'd need to be posting as Social 5, but I'd post as Kate Drake instead. So that's kind of why we recommend not doing that. So once you've got your Facebook personal page or your business page, let's talk a little bit about what you can do once you're there. One thing that's really fun is you can fill out your About section beneath your profile picture. We recommend you fill that out to the best of your ability with as much information as you can. You can just click on that and it'll bring up a whole list of things for you to fill out. So when you click on it, it'll bring you here and you can enter all of your information. You just hover your cursor over the area you want to change and click the edit button. Super easy. So you can change your name, your address, the category that your page is in, the mission statement, email address, website, and everything. Now, this is a really important part of optimizing your page for searching. Those little search engine spiders are out all the time crawling the web and trying to find information. And by adding as much information as you can into these profiles and your social channels, that's going to make them more easily searchable. So we really encourage you to fill that out. Now, one thing you can do here on Facebook if you want is you can rename your business page. So if you decide to change the name of your business or something, you're welcome to do that. You can click on the About tab from your Facebook business menu, and you hover your cursor over that and hit Edit. And you'll see a name one at the top of the screen, and you click Edit on that. And then you can just enter the new name of your business. Now, the thing is that you have to be careful of, you can change your page name as many times as you want until you have 200 likes on your page. But once you reach 200 likes, you only have one chance to change your name. So if you're a new business just getting started, you don't have a lot of likes yet, feel free to play around with that as much as you want. But once you reach that 200 like threshold, really be careful about that and make sure that when you get started, that the page name that you choose is one that you want to keep, and then hopefully you won't have to change it going forward. Now, a cool new feature is that you can create a call to action button at the top of your Facebook page. And this helps kind of drive people to a conversion or to a contact page on your website or whatever. You can do things like book now, contact us, shop now, whatever you want it to see. You can see here on the right-hand side what some of the options are. So that's kind of cool, and you can link to the website that you want them to come to, whether that's your website or a shopping website that you're doing. If you're selling an app, you could take them to the App Store where they can buy it, things like that. You can have them watch a video about your business if you want to, whatever you'd like to do that way. Now, one question we get a lot is about changing your photos on Facebook. Now, we'll design your graphics for you and everything, depending on which package you bought. But if you want to update those, you certainly can. All you need to do is hover your cursor over the profile picture and you click Update Profile Picture. And then you'll have an option to upload a picture from your computer. And it looks like we've got a question here. Oh, yes, and we will have the link to the recorded webinar. It'll be up on our blog later today. So you can go back and watch this again if you need to. If you need to watch it again right away, there's past sessions up there. I always try and put the most updated session up, but it's pretty much the same every month when we do it. So if you want to check it out before I get it up later today, our blog site is s5u.social5.net. So you can find it there. So anyway, back to your profile photo. You can go in and you can change that. You're just going to click on that little camera button that says Update Profile Picture, and then you can select the photo that you want to use from your desktop, and you can upload it directly to your page. Now, if your photo is a little large, you can do this Edit Thumbnail thing that will allow you to scale or readjust the photo to fit in your space. Scale works pretty well for the most part. I usually just use that because then it makes it work out okay, but every now and then you'll get like your forehead chopped off or something. So if you need to readjust that, that's no problem at all. Super easy. Oh, sorry, there you go. You can click on that little camera. Now, we also get questions about how to change your cover image, and it's basically the same. Instead of hovering over your profile photo, you're going to come over to the cover image and click Change Cover right here. It's the same little camera button. And you'll have the option to upload a photo from your computer or a photo from your Facebook gallery or whatever. And you can just select the photo you want to use and click Open, and it'll upload directly to your page. And again, you get the same option of, where you can adjust it a little bit and stuff like that. Want to make sure that you don't have everybody's heads cut off or, weird things like that. And sometimes, depending on what cover image you want to use, you may have to play around with a couple of different ones. I know ran into this on my personal page a while ago. I thought I had a really great family photo, and then I put it on there and it was like, that doesn't look right because we're all, like the baby was too short, so it was just her head floating in there, things like that. So, you might need to play around with that a little bit to make sure that your photo fits correctly. All right, so now, of course, you can also make your own post on your Facebook page. We're providing content on that page for you, but you're totally welcome to publish your own anytime. And really, it's a great way to grow your audience. So here's a question we just got. How do you adjust the cover for mobile? Words to the right overlap words on the cover. On mobile, it should be the same. Like Facebook should automatically adjust it. So I recommend doing this on a desktop because it's easiest. And really a lot of things like that. It's easy to post things on your phone or whatever, but the admin kind of stuff for just about any social channel is going to be easiest on your desktop or laptop. So I would do it there, and it'll stay the same whether you're on mobile or on your desktop. So go ahead and do it there, and it will automatically adjust. Facebook is a mobile-friendly site, so they've got it. Their coding will take care of that for you. Okay? All right, so if you're going to publish your own post, here's how to do it. So you're just going to click on the status bar, which is shown right here. And you have options to post a few different types of content. You can do a standard post, you can do a photo or a video, or an event or milestone. So let's talk a little bit about each type of content and why you'd want to do that. So a status update is the most basic, common post on Facebook. At least they used to be. I'm starting to feel like my entire Facebook feed is taken up with food videos of recipes, but that's a different issue. So these are the most common posts on Facebook, and they can be as few words as you want or as many as you want. We really recommend that you make them personal and useful, and don't make them salesy. Now, when I say personal, I don't mean that you go on and talk about how many loads of laundry you've done today or something like that, right? But make them about your business and in the tone of voice that you want your business to come across. Now, another thing that you can do is you can link to like an article or a story. And all you need to do is put the link in that status update field. And then you'll see Facebook think for just a minute. And then it'll make the post look like these two here on the left-hand side. And it'll attach that story to your post. And once you've done that, you can actually delete the link out of your status update. That's kind of an etiquette thing, and it just keeps your words from getting all clogged up. And then you can write your own little post about what you want to say. And that's something that I really encourage you to do. Don't just share an article without telling why you're sharing it, right? So put a little information in there about why you think that's relevant to your business or why you wanted to share it with your followers. And that's a lot of what our writing team does, is they find this content that's interesting. And sometimes it might seem like it's kind of tangential and not totally related to what you're doing, but they'll go ahead and share that with a tagline there that explains why it's fun and why it relates to your business. Now, another thing that we'd really recommend that you do is you avoid posting more than 1 or 2 times a day on your business page. It can really be counterproductive, and it's basically you kind of need to let that content live through the news cycle out there on your Facebook page. And if you're posting, 3 or 4 times a day, instead of having each post reach your whole audience, each of those posts is only going to reach a small segment of your audience. So you're really taking numbers and eyes away from yourself by posting too often. Now, another thing we really recommend you do is you try posting at different times of day. You'll notice that we do this for you. And the reason we do that is because it can attract different audience members. Different people are on Facebook at different times of day. And so it's great to try and post at a wide variety of times so you get as many eyes on your content as possible. Now, another type of another type of content that you can post on Facebook is photos. And these tend to perform better on Facebook than just about any other type of content. And this is especially true if the images are personal in nature. I know when I post a photo of my kids or something like that, I always get way more likes and shares than I do if I just post a text update. So to post a photo, you're going to go over here into that status bar again and click on Photo, Video, Upload Photo or Video, and then you're just going to choose your file. And once you've chosen a photo, you add a message to that and click Post. And again, you don't want to ever just post just a photo without any context. You want to do a tagline and tell why you're posting this photo. So maybe it would say something like, hey, we're here at the company picnic having so much fun, or something like that. And you can tag people and things like that. It's a fun thing to do. So make sure that you're adding that tagline in whatever content it is that you share. Now, another fun thing that you can do is you can invite people to events. So if you're having a sale or a grand opening, or anything fun like that you can invite people to, you can invite people and then find out who's planning to attend. And the cool part is that this can really draw attention to like any sales you may be doing, or education efforts, if you're having a webinar or a seminar that you want to invite people to, or something like that. So you can come over here to the Offer Event tab and click on Event. And then you just fill out this little form here and talk about, what's the name of your business, what's the event, if you need tickets or anything, here's the website you go to, things like that. You can restrict who can post to the event wall. So here's a question. Are you allowed only one business page, or how do you get two for a separate business? So yeah, you can have as many Facebook pages as you like. The problem there becomes that you're going to be splitting your audience. So do you want to have one page that's for your business that is for everyone, or do you want to try and split into smaller pieces? So we recommend that you just do one page depending on what your business is. Most businesses are probably going to do best with one. Now, the difference there is if you're something like a franchise or something like that, your parent company may have a Facebook page, and then you may have one for each individual franchise or something like that. But depending on what it is, you certainly can have more than one business page. Just remember that you're going to be splitting your audience that way. So kind of something you need to balance out that way before you go do it. All right. So yeah, once you've created an event, everybody who's liked your page can receive an invitation to that, and you can let them know about it, and then they can RSVP and things like that, whether they're going to be coming or not. Really a cool little feature. All right, well, with that in mind, I'm going to open it up for any questions. Anybody have anything that we haven't talked about that they'd like to ask about today? I know that's kind of a lot of information to hit you with all at once. So, I've got a little funny thing here on my questions page. But anyway, you're welcome to watch this webinar again. Again, it will be posted on our blog, s5u.social5.net. Sorry, not .com. And you're welcome to watch it again. And hopefully that answers some questions for you. I'd really encourage you to go check out your personal business page and try some of these things. It's really fun, and you can do your own posts. You can put together some sort of event or something like that. Whatever it is that seems interesting to you. So we've got a couple of questions coming in here. What does the event look like to the recipients? That's a really good question. So that's going to show up in their notifications and say, you're invited to this, so-and-so invited you to this event. And they'll be able to go to the event page and see. It's just going to look like a regular Facebook page, and it'll have the information there as to what the event information will be. So it's not very sexy or anything, but it works great. We've got a question here about hashtags. And hashtags are a good question. They don't play as prominent a role in Facebook, though you do see them there quite often because people post from Instagram onto Facebook. But basically, hashtags are just a way of sorting information. So we see them a lot on Instagram and on Twitter. They're a way of tagging that information so that when you search for something, everyone will see that that's what you're searching for. So, and you can see trending hashtags on Twitter is where they tend to be really big. But you'll see them on Instagram too, where people write hashtags. A lot of people do it for their own purposes so that they can search their own Instagram posts later. Like I have a post for a hashtag that I use for each of my daughters, so that when I'm searching for photos of them, I can look for, I can find the Caroline photos and the Genevieve photos, and they're separated out. So if you want to learn more about hashtags, that's something we're going to go into more depth in next week at our Twitter webinar. So I really encourage you to attend that if that's something that you'd like to learn more about. Not as big a role on Facebook, they just haven't taken off the way they have in other social mediums. Link where the recording is going to be. Yes, I'll go ahead and type that into the chat function so you guys can see that. It's s5u.social5.net. So I'll go ahead and answer that because we've got a couple of questions there. And then we've got a question here about can you combine an existing business page with your Social 5 page? Now, I'm not totally sure what you mean here, Diane, but I'll try and answer your question, what I think you mean. Now, if you have a business page already, sorry, I'm just typing in the blog thing to chat. So there you go. It's in the chat room, so you guys can all access that. So if you have an existing Facebook page, if you've joined our service and you already have that page, we should have linked to that. So you should already be linked there. But if you've already started Social 5 service and you've got one page here and then you've added another one for some reason, you can add that to the service. You might have to add a separate package for it if you want content or whatever. Or if it's 2 different pages that you want to combine into one, that's something you can do too. You can go through a process where Facebook has you claim that page. So say you started one and you hadn't really done anything with it, but it's still kind of floating around out there in cyberspace. And then like you built a new one that's got most of your followers, we can combine those 2 together and go claim that for you through Facebook. So I hope that answers your question. There's kind of an option. So I've got a question here about that someone's not familiar with Social 5 and they're wondering what we offer to clients. We're basically a social media service company. We provide social media content and engagement strategies and things like SEO and things like that for clients of all sizes. So we do small businesses that are as small as a single real estate agent or insurance agent, all the way up to big companies that have big franchises or multi-level marketing companies or things like that that have a lot of individuals underneath them. So we'll provide content for you, and we can also do things like engagement strategies like advertising and contests and stuff like that. So you can, realtors too. And you can find out more information by visiting our website. It's just social5.com. So, and if you have any further questions, you're always welcome to visit there or shoot us an email over at content@social5.com or support@social5.com. So you'll find more information there at our website. All right. Well, it looks like that's all the questions you guys had. So I'll go ahead and sign off, and you're welcome to watch this webinar again later on the blog. Thanks so much. And again, anybody who has questions about hashtags, I really encourage you to come to next Tuesday's session on Twitter. You should have received that invite with the monthly freshman orientation invite email that comes out to you. So we'll see you then. And in the meantime, have fun on Facebook. Go try some of these things and give them a shot. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.